Live stream is up.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game, between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Give a little bit of everything.
To have you with us, and this an unusual spot to be brought. Both teams here, well, they have fought and earned their way to this.
Oh, we get the ball first. Oh, no, they do. Sitting too far back.
And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game.
With 40 touchdowns for only 8 interceptions. 4,355 yards.
Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment.
Yeah, he's a problem for sure.
You just go back in that backyard as a kid, you close your eyes, and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
We're the top dog for the upcoming postseason, and we all know that is so important, Brock, because it's going to give their injured guys that extra week of recovery as they try to get back out there for a postseason run.
Yeah, Kate, and here's now the key. With that #1 seed and then 5 weeks secured in your pocket, you just do not want to add anybody to that injured list. And if that extra week of rest can help somebody, anybody, get back out there, what a lift for the postseason.
He finds Adams, complete. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
And the Rams first down.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
The 42-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Looking like trouble. I haven't been able to put any pressure on him. But he's dropping back so deep, it's almost impossible to even get to him. Need my speed rusher to get back there. Finally, I shut Williams down.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Come on, sack, 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 sack. Motherfucker.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed
Damn.
it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Close one.
Certainly not the amount of points they wanted when they began this drive, and certainly when they got into scoring territory, but it's always nice to look up in a Super Bowl and have a lead.
Calvin Austin on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers. Leading the...
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach, Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
He gets him 9 on the ground, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Third and long. They're going to throw. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to sneak with Stafford. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Stafford now off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. That's caught by Williams. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Rams.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
2 and 2 at will. 8 yards on the pickup.
Stafford's going to throw once more.
And the Steelers
Complete. It's out well. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That play good for 17 and a 1st
It's
down.
a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Rams.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It's Stafford once more. He's got it again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Matt Prater on for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Prater puts it through. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here comes Austin. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
2 yards on the pickup.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Taken in by Downs, left side. And this is going to get him
That's
right
crazy they're saying that wasn't a 1st down.
After a gain of 7, 3rd down. Rogers. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. So first down from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a design run. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still second down.
Following the penalty, Brock, an easier go now. 2nd down and just 2. Off the play fake. Here's Rogers. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
They're definitely the best team in the league. 100%. Like, it's not even close. Like, they're fucking crazy.
9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Stafford from the gun. Completed over the middle. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Rams, 1st down.
Up the gut they go to Williams. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. The Rams out to an early advantage. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And he's out of bounds to end that one. Now our attention turns to that penalty marker.
Touching. Offside.
Can't go out of bounds and be the first one to touch it coming back in. As they say, that is an easy call. They still need 10 yards on 3rd down after the penalty. They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
Alex Highsmith. That's the defensive player of the year right there.
It gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding
That was
the ball.
so crucial.
So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Trying an inside to give to Warren. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. It's a screen play to Warren. Room to run inside the 20. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So they'll decline this and take the result.
I gotta find that end zone right here.
It's first and goal. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Going after up and good from Boswell. And they'll take the lead.
Steelers 7, Rams 6.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Laube with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out come the Rams on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with second and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
On second down, it's Williams again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
Now it's Williams. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hayward on the
Third and a lone yard coming up.
no gain on the play. And it brings up
Gonna keep this one and go. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
it's now fourth down.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
All right, here we go. Fourth down with Sanford. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
No, it's very close.
The offense line, first and 10.
It's just they're giving up too much yardage, man. Giving up way too much yardage. Not putting enough pressure on the quarterback.
Gets this one to Blake.
Letting the short passes go for 10 yards. You know,
Red zone before hitting the deck.
they gotta cut that down, bro.
First and 10.
First down, Rams.
A run with Williams. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Ramsey brought him down. First and goal, Los Angeles.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up second and goal.
6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
He'll work against the blitz. Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Brought in. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. So for the 3rd
Come on, block it, block it, block it.
for a field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Prater puts it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. And he's delivering.
On the return, here comes Austin. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
10 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Warren went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Throw complete to Thielen. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
4 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
It's a gain of a yard.
Warren, and he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers jump in front now by 5.
Rams 9.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This is Williams, and he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. 2nd down now, they need 7. Stafford now off the play fake. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
On 3rd and 2, Stafford. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Steelers calling their first time out as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Rams are set to punt. Then Evans, the one to kick it away. Breaks the tackle. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking out of the gun, here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Rams taking over on offense late in the first half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
We put a receiver in motion left. Stafford to throw again on 2nd. Roll left side, taken in by Adams. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
3rd down.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They put Adams in motion left. On 3rd. Connects with Adams again. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Looking to return from the 29. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
1st down throw here by Rodgers. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Incomplete. Quentin Lake on the coverage.
He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So that is 2 quarters in the books here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone,
I
to
won.
the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out
I'm simming
which
it right
side
now.
can establish some tempo in the 3rd
You weren't
quarter
just in the
as
game,
we're
in
ready to
the
kick off
the live
the
stream?
2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate
Yeah,
Scott
this is the Super
and
Bowl.
Brock Heward.
We're gonna do the draft tomorrow. Yeah, I wanted to get this done because, like, why would we? You know what I mean? Why would we go ahead and do our game and then not finish the season?
All right, Scott, thanks so
Might as
much.
well get
We
it
are
done.
back, and
Have
this
a
is
late night
shaping
tonight.
up to be an exciting
Wrap it
one.
up.
Very close game, Brock, as we
It's
start
halfway
the
over
third
now.
quarter. Kenneth
It's 9 to
Gainwell, now
14
return.
us.
We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. A run for Warren here. to start the third. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on the passing game.
And he'll get it up to the 44. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Rams add a man to the secondary. Third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Rodgers from the gun. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Warren here from the gun. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Now 3rd and 5.
Rodgers set to pass. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. There's a 44-yard look from the right hand. Boswell able to knock it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Laube with the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Now run. This is Williams. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Pitch made right side by Nakua. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Motioning the tight end now. Stafford now on 3rd down. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Rams first down.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's Cox. This is Terrence Ferguson. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Straight ahead with Williams. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Hits him on the out route. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
A gain of 7 yards.
He keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 1 yard. First
Offense
down.
is set. 1st and 10. gun. A carry by Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Stafford. He'll get this one to Adams. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Stafford from the gun, 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Prater puts it through, and that gets him back within 5.
They can't blame him for the deficit. He's been doing all he can to kick them into contention. That's now his 4th field goal. And all those kicks he's made are part of why the lead is still close.
On the return, here comes Austin. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Steelers' offense headed out. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. New set of downs from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Warren running between the tackles. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
1 yard.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
38-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
He was taken down.
They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
This is Metcalf working that right side. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. 1st down throw here for Stafford. It's caught by Williams. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
That's 2. Count them 2 drives that he has put to rest now. First with the interception, and this time a critical 3rd down sack. There's just some players on the field, they sense the moment defensively, and when they get the opportunity, they make the most of it.
Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Here's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Hard to believe, but just one quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's the Steelers in front, and they're closing in on a record-setting 7th title. All set to go now from the 35. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard
To throw is Rodgers. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That's caught in stride by Freiermuth. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They got 21 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Brought in. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. Drive's gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pressure coming. Rodgers. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
24. Rams 12. Chris Boswell to kick
Now
off for
Boswell on to
Pittsburgh.
send this away. Starting from the 5. Making some progress here. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. The Rams heading out to the field now. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Stafford now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams have some new life in the fourth.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They've got 1st down here from the 36. To throw, Stafford. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. And he's tackled for a short gain. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Stafford from the gun. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. But they just can't finish the play. Desperation time here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers bring it all the way back inside the red zone before it's finally hauled down.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, they put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that.
You seen that?
And the question out there is,
yeah.
Early and often, are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback?
And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there.
Just one of them. Actually, I fixed that. No, I'm not losing any of my offensive line anymore. I'm losing my quarterback, though. And I'm losing my 98 overall defensive tackle. So.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that.
I'm going to need a left tackle soon.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers go up by 19.
Yeah, I know.
Boswell on to send this away. Laube with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence.
Starting to get tired.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Fucking 5 a.m. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction.
formation. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that.
Now they can't do nothing against us. Must have warmed down.
In the dime for this third down.
It was scary at first, Jay. They were like, I think at one point they were beating us. We came back.
Third and long for him here.
Finally, the
They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
I got a sense, Kate. He
Yeah,
went to
man.
bed last night dreaming, can I get a sack? Can I find a way to get to the quarterback? Well, he didn't do it just once. He's now done it twice.
So out now comes the punter.
Yeah, I don't know about a bowl next year, but I definitely think playoffs.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he
I
gets
hope,
really
man.
anything on that return. Now
We'll see.
Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Steelers
Yeah, I don't want him, though.
good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. A give here to Warren. And he has enough.
Yeah, he did do that. You're not lying.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit
No, I don't think I want him, though, man. I think I'll pass on that.
exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Of course.
Warren once more. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down.
More than likely. But hey.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers from the gun. Caught into the hands of Fryermuth. We won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25.
And the Steelers first down.
They'll run now with Warren. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Steelers, well, they can probably just run away and hide. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Laube with the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Out come the Rams on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Williams to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. A stop's made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Stafford now. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Got to hurry this to the line.
And it's third down.
Stafford now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Up the gut they go with Williams.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. It's complete to Higbee. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 10. And the Rams first down.
56 seconds until the Steelers are Super Bowl champions.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and
I did it, I did it, I did it.
Stafford now on 2nd and 10. Screen here for Williams. They're going to give him the 24-yard line. He's stopped a step short of that first down marker. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Took a little time, I ain't got time to listen. Took a little time to get it. Took a little time, I did it. Allergic to wasting my time is ticking.
I did it. I did it, I did it, I did it.
That's all that matters. Sets him up for the first and goal.
Hey, I told you I was going to be Super Bowl champs. Didn't I say that?
It's Stafford once more. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything.
Nah, the Los Angeles Rams, bro, they scared me, man.
Gets absolutely clobbered.
I thought for sure they were going to beat me this game.
Now Stafford again.
Yeah.
Rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
You had me all scared and shit.
Down a bus for him.
Shivering in my fucking boots.
Stafford's going to throw once more. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Oh, man.
Stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass after pass.
He threw 2 interceptions. One was almost a pick six.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these old linemen run off the sidelines, big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions.
The Rams have a hell of a receiving core.
Touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. We sure did.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stafford throwing again. And it's all in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit.
Steelers 34. Rams 20.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers are the first to 7. They are once again your Super Bowl champions, and with it, the most successful franchise in NFL history. Well, Brock, we've been lucky enough to call a bunch of these now, and we see so much history made in every Super Bowl, but this one comes with a little extra. They're the first team to win 7 titles, and it could be years, maybe even a decade or 2, until we see somebody match the level of success that they have had since this franchise joined the NFL.
Yeah, you know, Kate, in the time it takes somebody else to reach 7 Super Bowl wins, who knows? This team might pick up an 8th trophy, maybe a 9th, challenge for double digits. They're simply a franchise with a legacy the rest of this league can only envy. And they enter every season. Everybody does. Well, we're going to be world champs. Everybody talks it, but they walk it, and they're capable of reaching these heights.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to
All
do
right,
it on
guys.
another
I'm going to turn this
fantastic
off.
NFL season.
Thank you, thank you. Okay. I have faith in you. We'll see, though.
If I can keep that son of a bitch fucking healthy, I think we can. I think we can, man. But man, if I can't keep him fucking healthy, that's gonna be my whole battle more than anybody in the whole season is keeping him fucking healthy.
I hope you can, man. I really do. I always like to see the homies win.
I just want to be, I want to be more competitive. You know what I mean? I want my game to be better. You know, we scratched to the top. You know what I mean? Versus turned up or didn't show up. No, we fucking defense kept us in the game while offense went out there and tried to scratch their eyes out. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm upgrading my players real quick before the weekends.
Well, you should have some good shit. Yeah, you should have some good shit, man. Remember, like I said, CB's hybrid, bro.
Oh, hybrid. Okay.
Only hybrid, just hybrid. I know it's gonna be like, what? But what about? No, bro. All of the good characteristics is in heaven. All
I've
right.
been putting man. So yeah, I'll
And
definitely do that.
the other one the dude said was QBs is power. You want to use your
I
upper.
heard field general for QB. I heard field general for QB.
You won't get as much, and you don't get the good shit.
Yeah, but I hear field general's better for sim leagues.
But from the dude that I watched, he said he literally simmed it, bro. Like he had multiple leagues where he did it 10 times.
You said hybrid. There's not a hybrid. Yeah, it's slot, zone, and man to man. I've been upgrading man to man.
That's what I used to do. That's what, until he showed me about the hybrid. That's why I was like, well, damn.
Well, there's no fucking hybrid, bro. I don't know what you mean, bro. Maybe you mean slot. Maybe it's slot in this game.
I don't know, man. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I said. I didn't do it. I didn't take it all. I was at work, so I only caught. That's why I only remembered what I remembered. Because I was skipping through it and shit. I was like, oh, okay, this guy's got some shit.
My contract's been extended.
How much money do you make?
5 mil.
You making, motherfucker?
5 million.
Oh, motherfucker.
As I should, as I should.
2000 more.
As I should, as I should. I'm the Super Bowl champ.
I want to fucking raise.
I want to fucking raise. This motherfucker's making more than me.
You're in Pittsburgh, bro. I mean, in Pennsylvania, you're paying fucking taxes out your ass.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's
You want to
something
know
else.
something crazy? You want to know something crazy? Is they actually pay less taxes than me here in Maryland, bro. In Maryland, we pay even more taxes. Yeah, no bullshit. Our taxes are crazy here in Maryland. It's fucking bullshit. Fucking communist bullshit. Nah, I just wish it would actually go to helping my area instead of going to Eastern Maryland. That's why I kind of would like to see Maryland split.
I think it's crazy how all of them have different taxes. Why can't we all just pay the same tax?
I've said the same thing. Why can't we all just pay like 8% or like 10%?
I know it probably there's a reason, population, density, and all that. You know what I mean? But when it all comes down to it, when it's different, bro, like you gotta think about the old ways. Why wasn't it ever like that, dude? Why are you paying tax for the military? That's what you get. Then you pay taxes on your stuff.
Yeah, my state taxes are insane, bro. I don't like them.
That's it. That's all you should be doing. I don't want the money back. You get it.
I've said this before. I personally feel like at most we should be paying like 8%. Like anything more than 8%, that's kind of fucking robbery to me.
Yeah, because I'm paying now on anything I fucking buy.
That's what I'm saying. At least there's no tax on tips anymore. You pay taxes on any of your property, yeah, any property, bro. It's fucking bullshit. I question the same shit you question, bro. I question the same shit. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Taxes are the biggest fucking. That's like our forefathers fought against taxes, and we just let them tax the shit out of us. But hey, I'm gonna hop off here, guys. Go to sleep. It's 5 a.m. So I'll be on tomorrow. Let this game download.